Let's build our column for our structural support of our curtain wall, deflection support should I say. We'll need to make a little reference line going across the top that's in the same plane as the one below it. So let's set some points. I'm going to go ahead first and pick the reference grid, place a point. I'll come back and try and grab that. And we'll go ahead and offset that 1.5 feet. And we'll do the same thing once again with the point over here. Set the point, or set the reference plane, place the point, grab that point, offset it by 1.5 feet. Sorry about that. Alright, and then we'll connect those 2 points. So I'll set a reference plane and then draw a line that's a reference line between those two. Let's zoom in now so we can look at making our extrusion. We'll go ahead and set a reference plane at the end of that line. I'll zoom in a little further. And we'll make a 4-sided polygon that's easy to locate on the end of that point. And we'll make this only a 1/2 inch wide. That'll make it 1 inch nominal or thickness all the way through. That's a 1/2 inch in diameter basically. And we want to expand. We want to make this parametric. We want to be able to change the size of its steps. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to move it till it's sitting on the point. And then I'm going to grab this top and click on the dimension to make it a hard dimension. Select that dimension, and I'm going to give it a parametric value that I'm going to call beam depth. And I'll make that an instance parameter. And I'll just turn that, I'll just click that off, and you'll see the text is really large. The way to adjust that is just to take the custom scale tool and just make this a really large drawing so those graphics become a lot smaller. And let's just check the performance of our beam depth. Let's give it 1 foot instead of 1 inch. Apply that, and you'll notice it moves up. So let's go ahead now and grab the, well, I'm going to slide this off because the dimension's in the way. Whoops. And I'll take this and I'll turn this to a reference set of lines instead of a model line. And I'll grab the long beam line, and we'll go ahead and create form, and we'll check it for parametric behavior, and looks like we're good to go. I'll give this a glass value or material property, and this I'll create into a sheet of glass by extruding it out, and we'll change its offset by just a 1/2 inch instead of 4 feet. So now it's a 1/2 inch thick, and we'll give the whole thing a glass property. Alright, so now we're pretty well set to bring that into a form. So we'll look at creating that form in the next clip.